Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this F7 together. I don't have all the parts, but I think I know what the problem was, and actually with the help of some of the viewers, the oil tank was empty on this thing, and I think that it just dumped a bunch of oil in here. And there may have been some water in there too, but I think we can get it running now that the carburetor's clean. I will have to come back in and put in some of the lock washers that I need and so on and so forth. But I can get it together, I think, to see if we've got any, so we can run it, so we can tell if there's something else that we need to order for it. Such as like a rod kit or something like that, if it's going to start knocking on us. But I'm going to go ahead and put it together and just see, and then we'll proceed later on to put all the new parts in. First of all, I want to take you over here and show you some of the lessons learned that I have found. I know when I was looking at this to start with, I was kind of asking a question. There's no seal in here. Well, I guess I'm learning some stuff, and the seal actually is this seal here on the rotary valve cover. That is going to be the seal for this side. And I was also wondering about the alignment of this and the dimple on here, which is right there. And what it is you line that dimple up, the one here on the rotary valve, with, let's see if I can get some light in here, with a pin. Let's see here. The pin is right here. I'm not sure whether you can see it, but it's inside. There's a slot here in this piece right here that the seal rides on, and that is the pin for the alignment. So I'm going to line, when I put it on, it's going to be, that dot is going to be in line with that pin. Okay, I had some O-rings, so I went ahead and put a new O-ring here. And I believe there's one on the back side of it too, but I didn't take that out. So I didn't take this piece out. So I did just put a new O-ring here that I had in stock, and I'm going to clean this up, put a little lube on it, and then we're going to start putting it together. Okay, one thing I did do while I had this part, since there looked like there was some milky crap inside here that ran out, while I had the piston up, I went ahead and I've got a pressure can that I use for for cleaning with solvent, and I just shot that into here and let it run out here. Then I took the bike off of the stand and took it out here in the driveway and turned it over on its side to try to drain all that excess solvent and oil out of there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this, I'm going to clean it real good, give it a little shot of premix oil into the bearing here and on the cover and the rotary valve, and that hopefully will get it lubricated enough. And this is my Yama lube that I use here for all my other bikes. And we're just going to put a little in there. And again, my pin is right here. So I'm going to put a little oil on the rotary valve. Both sides. Now this is our dot right here. Oops, almost dropped it. And pin is right there. So that should be right. Now I've got all this oil that I put in there running out on me. Okay. And this seal feels really good here, but I did order one, so when I get it in, we'll go through it all again. But I just want to see if I'm gonna need to find anything else just to get this thing running again. I'm putting a little lube on the O-ring, and that feels like it's okay too because it's sticking up above. Okay, we've got our 2 pins here, and we've got to try to get our seal started. There, I think it is. There. Everything appears to be down. And looks like the lip's good on our sealing surface there. And I replaced a couple of these screws that the heads were not so good on anymore. I messed with some of these rotary valve engines. I think they were mostly Yamahas back in the day when I had some, and also when I worked at the Suzuki shop. Of course, Suzuki had some rotary valve engines too, but none of the manufacturers used them as extensively as Kawasaki did. I remember the twin cylinder rotary valve. I don't know whether maybe it's called Samurai or something, I don't know. But they used them on all the singles all the way up to, you know, the Bighorn. I'm going to see if I can move that around so I can get to that key a little better. I'm trying to get the key in here so we can put our gear on. But they had a lot of rotary valve engines, and they, like I say, I think they had a 350 twin cylinder and a 250 twin cylinder that all used rotary valves, and then plus all the singles too. Okay, let's see if we can get the gear on. See if I can find a socket here. There. And actually, since I've got a Bighorn that I had apart not too long ago, I had some extra of these that I had ordered before, so I've got a new one for that. And I think that the Bighorn also showed a internal tooth lock washer here. I don't have one. You can see the witness marks on the nut showing that it probably had one installed at some time. The IPB does not show one for this bike there, but that doesn't mean anything. It could have been a retrofit or something along the way. So There wasn't one there when I took it apart. It just had a chewed up flat washer there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get the clutch and stuff on, and then I can tighten that up. Okay, I've got the washer still on here. And I'm gonna go ahead and, this fell out when I hope that doesn't have a ball in there, like the Yamaha's does. This seems to have a ball end on both ends. So I guess if it needs one, I'll find out in short order. Okay, we get some lube on our spacer here. I'm trying to stay in the view of the camera. I may not be a little bit. Let me move that. And a little in the bushing on the clutch. And we've got a gear that goes on the end, and it ought to have a little on it too. And there's that. Okay, we've got the washer here that goes in behind the clutch basket. I'm going to try to put this on. I had it kind of all put together, but you know how some of that stuff works. It just doesn't want to cooperate. See if it's going to. Well, I got some of them in there. Consider it half of a success. All right, now the IPV does show a star washer on this one, and I don't have the little one, so I had to order that and the star washer. Of course, I'm not having too much luck at Kawasaki with hardly any of this. It's kind of tends to be more of an eBay bike than a Kawasaki here, I think. Oops. Thought I had the right one, and I didn't. I'm going to go ahead and get the crankshaft gear tightened up. I know you guys seen me use my 1-penny tool. Guess I'm going to have to put it on the right side though. Or is it? Yeah, no. It's got to go down here. Still in the hole. Okay, should be good. Let me go get another tool here. Okay, I had to take some of my stack on the clutch plates back out so I can use this holder. I really don't care for it too much, but okay. Seems to be good and tight. And now we'll restack the clutch. Fold over our lock washer there. And so I've got a new one coming, and I've got the star washer coming too, so I should have what I need. This should hold it for no longer than we're going to use it or run it for. And another thing was this, the pusher here. Somebody lost it evidently and made one out of a valve, it looks like. So I've got one of these coming too. Looks like they welded it down here, so hopefully they got it the right length and everything, but that's a valve out of a, I don't know, Briggs & Stratton or something. All right. Okay. Looks good, I think. And I will spin this up here and try to fold that lock washer over also. Had to get a little thinner chisel to get behind it. Okay, that ought to hold it. And I've got a new O-ring on there. That little tube. And let's see, where are we at here? Got my 1-penny tool out of there. And kind of clean this gasket surface a little bit. And let's see. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. And I definitely need a Kickstarter seal, so it will probably leak there. Yeah, I think my oil pump is off just a little bit. I think we're all good there. Of course, I couldn't get it in with the oil pump still in there, so I had to take that out. Okay. I'm going to start putting screws in. Okay, I'm going to attempt to purge the line a little bit, or fill it. I think I'm going to have to loosen this one. Well, let's see. Let's see if it'll. I may have to loosen the other end. There it goes. Okay, I saw it come out inside there. So we'll go ahead and get our screw in there. I think I'm going to leave this out right now because we're going to be back in here. And I need this one. I don't have any oil in the tank. I took it out and cleaned it. All right. Oh, where are we at now? Get the oil line in there. See if I can lift that up and there we go. So we've got the cable in. So we'll probably just leave all that open. I'm going to go ahead and put some oil in and purge it out right here. Well, I found out why the tank was empty. There was a hole in it right here. And I thought I'd just fixed everything. I even found a window for a Yamaha, and it fit. So I guess I'm going to have to probably solder up this hole down here. At least it's on the bottom. Okay, took it up on the bench real quick, soldered up the hole. That should hold it. Hopefully there's no more. So I can go ahead and get this back on. I think that goes there. It's always something with these old bikes, I tell you. All right, where's all my hardware there? Okay. It's probably had some water in it and rusted through, so I'll have to do some further repairs, but maybe this will get us so we can run. All right. Yeah, like I said, I put the Yamaha windows fit. I hadn't quite got it far enough up to see if it's going to leak or not. It seemed like it went in just about like it does for all of them. Oh my, I think we've got another leak back there. Yeah. All right, got another one to fix. Okay, one more repair. All right, looks like we've got it licked this time. And I'm filled almost up the window, so I can test this out too to make sure that's going to work. Looked like the same size to me, so Yamaha still makes them. Kawasaki don't. So that's a tip maybe if you're needing a new window. The ones I used are just for like a 70, probably 70 to 72. Actually, probably the early ones, 69 to 71 for sure, maybe 72, 125 or 175 Enduro. So we'll get some oil in the transmission. Hopefully I don't have any leaks there. Now, I do have a new gasket on order, but this one, it was torn at the top at a place, but not at the bottom, so I think we're all right. Looks like we are. And we're still, let's see, I need to probably loosen this and let me get you back down here. Just let this purge out a little bit right here. There it is. Okay. So I've already primed the line over, and now we're primed to here. So we may have a few bubbles, but we're going to put some premix in it anyway. All right, let's get some gas in it. That carburetor just doesn't fit very tight. I will be surprised if it works. You know, with the cover on, I think that it would hold it in place because it's supposed to. But just sitting here, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's the way it should be. like I've still got to get the Kickstarter on, but I'm not seeing any leaks here, so hopefully that's okay. Let me get the Kickstarter on. All right, let's get it down. Sounds like we got some rain coming in. Boy, that would be nice. Would be real nice. All right. Moment of truth. That started with the choke. The carburetor's wanting to walk off of there. And I think that just makes it a vacuum leak. It slides down, so I don't know what the racing is for. I'm gonna have to take this off, I think, to get it out of my way. we've sure got some issue, but it's running. Okay guys, I think the issue is this sloppy fit. We just have too much air. I've got both of these lines back here plugged. One of them probably is for that the petcock, and the other one I think just is a vent and goes underneath the tank somewhere. That's where it was at anyway. So I just think that because I can cover the horn and it will run, although not good. So that leads me to believe that it's getting way too much air. And I just think this is just ridiculous. I need a different carb mount there, and I think that will fix it, because this just, I mean, there's nothing to it. It just slides right off of there. The only thing that really holds it in is this little gizmo here at the bottom. But that's my thought anyway, is because I'm not having any of that, I don't see any of that oil coming out or anything like it was before. And you know, it starts right up on choke, and as long as you keep quite a bit of choke on it, I can kind of open my fingers a little bit and it'll run. But I just think it's drawing too much air back here at the mount. So what have we proven here? I'm not real sure, but we do know it runs, and we've got an issue of too much air. So we're going to have to think about that. I'm going to have to see if I can't find a mount, because that, I think, is the problem. Let me know about, you know, whatever you guys think, because you probably, if you're Kawasaki owners, you probably know a lot more about it than I do. And I know that was loose on my F5, and when I did find the new one, it ran good. It just, I mean, you got to work at it to kind of get it on. It doesn't just slide on there. So I think that's the problem. So go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know what you think. Okay guys, there you have it. We got the 175 running, although not well. Like I said, I think that is the issue. We don't have the crap coming out of it, but it just needs to be ran on continuous choke all the time. So let me know what you think, and hey, thanks for going along on the ride. See you next video.